My God, I hate drugs.
At this moment, the 112 brand new Vespa scooters are being condemned.
Alam mo, historically, ang purgatorio talaga ng Pilipinas. And but people look at these two agencies with disdain. And even cynical sila. And I had to look for the best men to run these two organizations, the Bureau of Customs and the BIR. Hirap ako kasi kapa ako noong pagpasok ko. But I promise the Filipino people that mabigyan kayo ng at least a respite of the massive corruption every day. I choose Dulay, is an Ilocano, Baguio. Kasama ko sa dormitoryo yan. At I know him from head to foot, his character and his values. Si Sid naman, as my chief of police noon, then city police director, and before his retirement, he was the chief of operations, I think, of the Philippine National Police. Puro Ilocano to. Actually, sa cabinet ko, lahat Ilocano, dalawang Bisaya na lang naiwan dyan. But itong mga Ilocano na ito, hindi ito, Ilocanong Davao ito. I mean, si Sid started as a Davao lieutenant of the 431st or captain of the Philippine Constabulary. Kilala na kami hanggang ngayon. So, this guy of you, ito sila Pimentel, di ba, assigned in Davao for so long. So that, kilala ko talaga ang core values itong mga tao na ito. And they prefer always honor and service to the country. May mga tao na cynic, especially media. Hindi naman lahat, pero ang akala nila, sila lang kasi ang have the capacity to be honest. And everything that we do dito sa gobyerno is always corrupt, wrong, at ang masakit dyan, tayo ang tinatamaan. Kagayo pati dito, lahat tayo, we built our careers on the way we think that we can promote the country and the interest of government. Itong few guys, sila yung nagsisira ng gobyerno engaging into this illegal importation and all. Ang customs ganun rin. Ang baba ng tingin. Maski sa amin, kung maggabay o bahay ng customs yan, bahay ng BIR. Ganun talaga. Kotse, ganun. So, I am not condemning anybody. As a matter of fact, I would tell you that kung may problema ka na mabigat, just like the military and police, for example, extraordinary expenses, it's not within the ordinary course of living day-to-day. Mahirap man talaga mo. Maliit ang sweldo sa gobyerno. Maniwala kayo. And I started as a seventh sa prosecutor's office until I became president. I know na talagang kulang. So sabi ko sa inyo, if there is anything that you cannot afford, maybe karamihan yan cancer, pati mga medications, you can always go to my office. There's money there. You do not have to extort, ask, or beg. All you have to do is to say, Mayor, may problema ako. Alam mo, asawa ko nagkaroon ng cancer. And I will look for ways. If not, I will borrow. Hindi ako magdadalawang isip maghiram sa ibang tao, basta hindi sa akin. And I can always call many of them. And they have the money and they can help us. Pero yung babawiin mo sa smuggling, one way or the other, makakaroon ka talaga ng problema. Kasi yung negosyo na yan very open. It's not a translucent, it's transparent glass there. So makikita ng mga kasama mo kung anong bisyo mo. And the way you progress in life, start with just an ordinary house, then you transfer. Makikita makikita. So there's no way of escaping the public notice and the public's maybe condemnation. At kami dito naman sa ako nag-appoint sa iyo, magkalat ka. Tapos, alam mo na, this is a democracy. And we'll always say that, kasali ka, kasala. Para bang hangol ka sa pera. And at the expense of other people's reputation, sisirain mo lahat. Sabi ko naman, I know that there are events in your life, in my life, that would be extraordinary, really, in the sense that you need more than what you are paid for. So kung pagdating ng panahon ng ganun, lumapit ka lang sa akin. I have the money. You collected in behalf of the government. Let's all share. And I'm willing to do that, but make it legal. Kasi pag doon na, magpasa na maghingi tayo kay Jokno, sabihin natin na kailangan natin ng dagdag, dalawang tao lang ang pagkapera na ang pag-usapan dyan sa cabinet. Itong si Dominguez pati si Jokno. No. Sige lang, no. Sana yung pera natin, kung sige lang kayo, no, dyan. Pero itong mga gano'n na mga humanitarian, we're always open. Lalo na sa nagtatrabaho. Hindi ka na kailangan, magiging ka sa akin. And I will make it legal for you to get the money from government. You need how much? I'll give you. Hanggang, anuhin man namin yan, pera, hindi man namin yan. For all I care, ubusin ko yan sa tao. Ay, hindi ko rin manakaw na lang. Di, bigay ko sa tao. I'm not interested in... So, today, wala man dito yung... Today, as a starter, personal travel to Singapore, personal travel to Singapore, personal travel to Europe. Alam mo ba na hindi pa ako nakapunta lang ako when I was a congressman, kami ni Villar. We passed by Paris. But we were on our way palabas na, pauwi na. Hindi ako nakapuntang Europe ni minsan. Totoo lang. Passing by. Ayaw pang He is now under investigation by the House. Matagal yung investigation sa House. Pati recommendation lang yan. So I will cut short the agony of Congress. I'm firing him today. Noel Patrick Sales Prudente. I think he's an assistant commissioner. A deputy commissioner. So, I'll make it easy for Congress. I'm firing him effective today. Ito yung mga sekreto. Hindi naman natutulog, sabi ko. Nalalaman ng military at pati pulis. Akala mo lang na hindi alam, pero you know, we're all being monitored because itong customs kasi, I said, it's always been considered the purgatory of government service. Hindi ko nakabasahin to. Kung may problema kayo, alamin ninyo ako. If it's work-related, promotion, then I will intervene if there's something to correct. But just like the military and the police, I would like to tell everybody, except maybe dito sa mataas, sometimes there's a conflict of principles. But dito sa inyong baba lahat, I really do not care if what's the color of your character. Merit system tayong lahat sa gobyerno. So if you deserve to be promoted, and I'm sure si Sid naman has been with the military for so long a time. He knows how to assess and evaluate the situation. Yan lang. Ako, I'm warning everybody dito. Baka akalain ninyo na nagdadrama ako dito. Talagang upakan ko kayo. Ng mga durugista, putang ina, papatayin ko talaga kayo. Ayaw ninyong maging ito, papatayin ko kayo. Diretsahan tayo. Wag not during my watch. Wag mong gawin sa panahon ko. Kasi pinapahiya mo ako. You know, imagine I used to be a prosecutor, prosecuting cases in court for graft and corruption. Tapos kami titatamaan sa kalukuhan. Wag sa panahon ko. Maghintay kayo but not during my time. I will continue to pursue cases. I'll just wait for the report of the intelligence. Kompleto. Nandito man sila lahat. And pag sabi nila na totoo yan, and if you are a presidential appointee, you are fired. I'm sorry. But that is the way how it should be. Tiis-tiis lang tayong lahat. Pero hindi ko kayo pababayaan. Maski na marami kayo. Hindi naman tayo magsabay-sabay. I have the money to help you. The military guys, they have 50 million for Viluna and AFP. For the management, yung nang-retire. Hindi na nila maubos yan. A month. Ang PGH used to complain because yung mga interns, sabi nila, sila na mismo ang nagtutulong, contribute na lang sila. Tinawagan ko ang PGH, sabi ko, what's your problem? Everybody's problem is always money. And sinabi ko, how's the situation? Yan, sir, meron tayo, we have the experts, we have the country's best of minds here working. Sabi ko, yan yung budget ninyo. I think it's 14 per year. Sabi ko, I'll give you 100 million. Sabi nila, sir, makatulong na yan, sir. A month, sabi ko, no. Tinawagan ko si Andrea. Give PGH 100 million a month para sa kapwa-tao mo. And so all of your endeavors, your toil, and maybe your tears for your disappointments, ang ayaw ko lang mangyaring na maapektuhan yung karakter. Mabahiran kayo, and it would affect maybe later on in assessing you. But I want you to improve along the way. Ngayon, kung sabi ko nga may problema ka, gusto mo nang magpakasal, tapos gusto mong parte simple lang sa bahay ninyo sa Bulacan, o taga-doon mo yung asawa ko, no, simple lang nakasal. 5 tao lang. Tapos yung gusto ng nanay, yung mother-in-law, gusto niya sa Shangri-La, o di sabihin mo sa akin, pa-reserve tayo ng table doon, mga 2 lang. Kung mag-ano pa tayo ng function doon, But I can always accommodate you, really. Lahat kayo ng gobyerno, mahal ko kayo because you keep running the system well. And this year, the report from the BIR, according to Sunny, at dito you're doing great. Kung maaari lang, if it's really possible, kayong pagbigyan ko una, mag-import kayo, tax-free, para gamitin ninyo. Mercedes-Benz, Maserati, para makidnap kayo. Taga Cavite, kidnapin mo yun. Really, ayun lang ang message ko sa inyo. Hindi na ako mag-lecture about honesty and integrity. You can always doubt me. That's your problem. You won't believe me. That's your problem. Yung mga importers niyan, yung mga motor, kaibigan ko pa yan. Kasi nagmumotor ako. Yung bumagsak yung ngipin doon sa Harley, para akong tinamaan rin sa likod. Ang hinayang ako. But my Harley, I bought it when I was mayor. That would be something like 1987. It's an old... mahilig rin ako sa motor, but, friends would just say that they can buy it. Sabi ko, kung pagbigyan kita, pagbigyan ko lahat. Irrespective of whether you are a friend or an enemy. It's almost the same. You have to cheat government. So if you have to do it equally. Kaso, hindi ako preparado ng ayaw kong mag-entertain ng... I just fired an assistant secretary. Di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, if it is request coming from my son, daughter, relatives, consider it denied. Prangkahan mo. Sorry, sabi ni Mayor, not to even to entertain you. Itong Mindanao Railway, still in the blueprint. They don't even know where to get the money. But I said, do not talk about government transactions. Whether in the offing or in actual implementation already, sinabi ko, wag. So when you say, I even talked to the first member of the first family, that's bullshit. That's the height of, there is no such thing in the Philippines as a first family. That first family does not enjoy any advantage at all. I live alone. Ang mga apo ko gustong mag-aral dyan sa eskwela, malapit dyan. I said no. Kasi bahay ng gobyerno yan, ang pagkain dyan, gastos ng gobyerno. Hindi ko talaga, once in a while, but you have been there. It's always isang kanin, 1 cup na maliit, isang ulam, pati isang sabaw. Alam ninyo yan, kayo napunta ng malaki. I've done away with itong mga steak. And even the ambassadors, when they partake to break bread with us, sabihin ko talaga, that's the simple thing. Hindi ako nagpapakurne. Pwede ako magpaluto ng maganda. But the problem is, hindi rin ako sanay ng mga gandang yung luto ng, huwag ka lang maingay, yung mga hotel, yung buffet. Ako, harapan mo ako ng maraming ulam, ayaw ko nang kumain. Bigyan mo lang ako isang ulam. Isang sabaw. Kasi gusto ko bahog sa kanin. Ganun kaming nakuha ko yan sa father side. Hindi ako na paano. Talagang simple lang. Cabinet meeting, sandwich lang. Walang steak dyan. Kung ano yung ilagay nila dyan sa yun ang kainin namin. And to think that we start cabinet meetings, as late as 2 o'clock, isang ikot pa yan, 2 o'clock in the morning. Kaya si Secretary Dominguez medyo pumayat. May-ari ito ng hotel eh. He owns Marco Polo in Davao. So, siyempre, kita mo. And he lives there. Talagang totoo. So, he misses really pero dyan sa amin, sandwich ka lang. That's how it works. I'm not saying you live by example. I really do not care if you eat a sumptuous dinner every night. That's not my problem. The thing is, I really go for simple. Kasi ang dila, Bisaya ay maalat talaga. Kinukutsara ko yung yung bagoong. Hindi ko yan salo sa kare-kare ganon. Yung baong isang kinakain ko yan. Kasi magusto namin maalat, is that the word? Maalat na. Hindi marunong Bisaya itong mga taga-pustong. Hindi masyado bright. Ang aid ko, igurot yan. Ibang bagyo. Marami. Ewan ko, ilan silang Ilocano dyan sa kabinet. Halos lahat. Lorenzana, National Security Advisor. Puro yan Ilocano. Kasi karamihan dyan, ito pang isa. Why? Bakit sila? Bakit? Gloria Arroyo. Hindi mo tinanong kung bakit. Yung mga generals niya, yung executive secretary niya, sino yun? Why? Kasi, pag kumuha ako from the ranks, it's not your fault. Pero nung presentation sa Marawi, ganito kalaki yung blackboard, putang ina. Yan, committee, tapos the matrix, hanggang doon sa baba. Kinig ako. Sabi ko, ang pera hindi abot yan sa baba. Walang building yan. Hanggang dito lang yung putang inang yan. Sabi ko, tawagan mo si General de Rosario. Ed, task for Davao. Sabi ko, kita mo yan? Gawain mo. Kita mo Marawi. I am not trying to sow intrigue here. But the record stands for itself. The Marawi built settlement by De Rosario are according to standard. Na yung mga nakaraan, itong mga PhilHealth, wag mo kami, hindi amin yan. Yung mga bahay diyan sa Yolanda, yan, talagang, well, I hurried it, I warned everybody that if you cannot deliver it by December, I'll fire all of you. Kasi wala, ito namang SlNlRA, ayaw naman nagbigay ng clearance, karami. Kaya military, gusto mo kasi sa military, pag sinabi mong gawain mo yan at tapusin mo yan ngayong gabi, tatapusin. Kung hindi tatapusin, ikaw ang tapusin yung... Yan ang ano ko. Pag sinabi ko kasi, alam mo, pag kayong sa bureaucracy, tapos special... I'm talking of special projects. I'm not talking of your ordinary... Yung mga ganitong bagyo, it takes forever. I'm going to say, do it in 30 days. I want to see a house within 30 days. Ayun, labas na sa agad. At pagkasabi ko, lahat, yun na, pati finances. Then we will talk later. Sawa na nyo. Hindi lahat tao na, especially itong, they are men of honor. Ay, yung mga piyo dyan, lalo na yung mga general na sa droga, ay nako, magpatayan tayo nito. Sigurado yan. That's treason. Imagine, papasok ka ng ganon, you destroy your country. That's why I said, if you destroy my country, I will really kill you. I don't give a shit if you are somebody there. if you destroy the young of my country, the only resource that we have, kasi mahirap lang tayo, tanungin ko kayo, yung retirement mo, mag-retire ka ng 60. And by that time, everything is in. Nandiyan na diabetes, hypertension, cancer, and all. Who will pay for your hospitalization? Who will buy your medicines? Sinong susubo sa lugaw ng bunganga mo? Anak mo. Tapos isirain mo yung anak namin, putang ina ka. Huwag mong gawin yan. Especially those na magpunta sa abroad. They suffer humiliation, degradation, sexual abuse. Tapos they keep on sending money thinking that their children are in school because you have sent remittances. Yun namang mga putang ina, didikitan, they will rob you until so pag uwi dito, with all the sufferings and everything, buktot na yan. Ano bang buktot sa Tagalog? Naku, tuba. Mas maganda ang Bisaya, buktot. Buktot na yan sa trabaho, tapos pag uwi dito, gano'n lang ang makita nila. So, ang isahan nila, sinong balang natapos? Yung ikaw, you think you can live, you retire at 60? Kung bigyan ka pa ng 15 years, you think that's enough? Kwentahin mo. Sige nga. The cost of money, kaya kami dito, dambuang na lang saan-saan kami, but the fact is that we are improving on our income. There seems to be a new kind of paradigm sa customs. I want you to maintain it because it benefits the country, all of us. At sabihin mo yung manakaw-nakaw, not now, wala dito sa akin. At least dito sa panahon ko. I won't allow it. At kung mayroon man, I said the first week, you go out. Itong si Kalira, matagal naman yung security guard niya. Noon pa yan, why should I fire him? He's good. He's also from Davao. But Ilocano yan. Karamihan yung mga Ilocano. He's good. Bakit? Wala na ba tayong katuwiran magdegosyo? Ano nila is na, as long as you do not participate, the fact that you have divested in the sense that you have retired, huwag mong pilitin na just because he is retired, hindi, mag-ano pa yan siya. So why do you have to impute or attribute malice there? Itong mga, baka may mga negosyo yung mga generals na yan. So it's legal, why? Kagaya nung Congress, sabihin ko lang sa inyo, pagbaba ko minsan sa congressman ako, nandyan yung mga pulis ng Davao. Lahat sila pinatawag ni Goles Committee, Public Order, may member ako doon. Tapos pagbaba ko, sabi ko, bakit? Sir, may subpoena kami. Sir, sa committee man ito, pinatawag kami. About what? Sir, yung nag-korpos kami, sir, tapos nagbutas kami sa Diwalwal. Pati yan? Sige. Pag-umpisa sabi ko, si Chairman, may I just ask one question? And it is directed to all. What is wrong with a military man going into a legit business? Or at least a quasi? Because it's allowed, and everybody is there. All humanity flock there. Sabi ko, bakit? Como military pati police, they cannot partake of the wealth of the nation. So I am objecting to this hearing. Sabi ko, sir, hindi ako papayag. Why do you have to ask them? Kung sabihin nila, ninakaw nila yung kapital, that is another thing. But we just say you question a military and a police for opening a holder in Diwalwal, and also take advantage of the, the windfall, ika nga, gold. Yan sinabi ko, baski sino sa inyo. Pagka na-demanda kayo ng ganon, sulatan ninyo ako or contact anybody there. Yung mga harassment charges. Sabi ko nga na, if you do your duty in accordance with law, and this is also true for the military and the police and all, in the performance of duty, you will have my protection. Kayong lahat dito sa gobyerno. If you are being harassed, tell me. Sabihin mo ang istorya mo. Give me a narrative of what ails you today. At yung ganun yung iba. Especially sa police military. Pag nahuli yan, the only defense available sa kanila is to file a counter charge. That is the problem with the human rights idiotic dimension. Baski na in accordance with duty, may namatay, i-demanda mo yun. That compelled me to come out a policy statement of my government. I will never allow anybody, baski kayo dito sa custom, if you are harassed, na tapos hindi mo, kasi yun ang leverage nila. So because ang police kasi, once they are facing charges, on that day, wala na yung pagkain, suspended na. So, the family has to cease eating. Children can no longer go to school. Hindi ako papahayag ng, kasi gobyerno, laking gobyerno ako. And if I may add, para yabang na lang, I know the ins and out. Because at a very early age, nakita ko na, because my father was governor of one Davao noon. Marami na yung probinsya, del Norte, del Sur, Oriental, Kumbalbal. So at an early age, nakuha ko na yung harassment of mag-iyak. At nakita ko na rin ng tatay ko, he was a very patient man. But at that time, kasi yung conjugal visits was not there. So yung babae, para makiusap lang niya yung husband niya sa loob, dadaan muna siya sa assistant warden, yun. Nabuntis, sabi ng babae na, Gobernador, paano ito ngayon nabuntis na? Sabi na tato, sino? Pinatawag na. Sa harap namin, sinuntok na siya sa agdanan. Ganon man rin ako. Totoo lang. Hindi lang ninyo alam. Pero pag yung isa dito, pinatawag ko talaga, putang na, dalhin mo dito yung animal na yan. Hindi mo sinabi niya yung estapador sa revolutionary government, Curaw, at kung gusto mong posisyon, magbayad ka. Tapos sinabi niya, as a matter of fact, magkapatid kami ni Mayor sa nanay. Putang inan to. Pati nanay ko ginawang adulteress. Yaw. Kaya tawagin mo. Hindi ko na sabihin kung anong ginawa ko. First time nakakita siguro ang Malacan niya na magsipa, sampal. At yung mga yan, pinapakain ko talaga ng pera. Believe me. Nung mayor ako, nakita ba niyo yung Stevie one morning, magandang umaga. This guy was selling mga fake Torrens title. Di ba, nakuha ng ABS-CBN kasi ginanon yung camera pababa, hindi naman ginanon eh. Pinakain ko talaga yung titulo. Yung titulo, yung photostatic copy, makapal ang bukainin mo yung putang ina mo. Doon. Gusto mo na pera? Sige, kakulik talaga. Sabi ko mga kwadya, wala man akong pera. Anong pera, be? Malas niya kayong isa, coin pa ang nalaglag. O yan. Lunukin mo yung putang inaka kung hindi tapon kita sa Pasig River. Ngayon, papatayin kita. Wala ka namang silbi. Maghabol yung pamilya mo, torpe ka. So, Yung mga extortionate, bantay ka kapag maabutang kini, pakain ko talaga yung. Kaya kung maghawak ka ng pera, yun lang mga sinsilyo. Kaya pag maghawak kang ganong kambuldo na, isang araw tayo magharapan. Tubig. Kasi hindi man niya makain. Kasi yung, parang plastic yung electronic copy ng, sabi niya, sir, magbalik man mayor, ayaw magtulon po, nakatubig. Ang inang pulis na to, doon kami sa police station, station commander, may kulay yung, at nilagay naman niya doon sa shelf, hindi naman sa sahig. Pag gano'n, nakita ko yung tubig. Akala ko, sige ito, inumin mo yan. Sige, kainin mo. Putang. Isa, dalawa, putang. Yun. Pag inom mo, diba? Ihi man ito, mayor. Huwag station ko, laga. Tangina, bakit ka umihi dito? So, malayo naman siya. Hindi naman pang inom tubig yan. Buisit ang buhay na to. Ako, vignettes of life, kukwento lang para may pag-usapan tayo, para alas 5 uwi na tayo. Going back to the office. But, so that is all for today. You have one guy out of this service. I hate to do it, but I said, let us just, baski, tulungan lang ninyo ako. Give the nation a respite. Just hanggang makatapos lang ako. Bahala na kayo sa sunod generation kung anong gawin ninyo. Ang yan lang ang hiningi ko. Total, sabi ko, warning, no transaction at all reaches my table. Lahat ng transaction sa cabinet member yan. Any major policies, kay Sid, kay John Anyo, hanggang dyan sa kanila yan. Do or die ka dyan. That's your cradle to grave problema. Ang nasa akin yung mga promotions. Most of mga generals, pati sa military, pati police. And yung policy, yung foreign policy natin. Pero sabihin mo yung MRT, LRT, wala kayong maturo sa akin. I prohibit it. Nothing reaches my table yung mga ganon. Mga bridge, highway, ganon. Huwag ninyo akong isali dyan. Inyo yan. That's why I got you in. Pero sabi naman ni Sani ngayon, we're making good, at least with Dulay and La Peña, that sabi niya, he cannot, what's your word, Sani? Gusto niya abutin, sumubra na tayo ngayon, so may pera tayo. And if Congress, gusto nila, sige, increase the salaries of them. Wala akong problema. Sabi ko, hindi ko naman pera yan. Why should I object? If you want an increase in Congress, because it's Congress. And also, may I announce, before I balis ako, that I'm declaring land reforms the entire island of Boracay. Mag-usap na lang kami sa Congress. The entire island will be declared as a land reform area. Para sagarin na natin. Give it to the people. But I don't mind Congress. Well, maybe the lawmakers, I would just suggest that if you really want to maintain the commercial quality of that place, maybe you can cut a strip. And inland, baka bigyan mo siguro ng easement na about 30 meters. But that's it. Total, ang interesado dyan, yung beach lang man. Wala mga ano yan. Sa likod, wala. It's commercial. I do not know how you will do it, but I'm telling you, Boracay is still classified as forestal and agriculture. So if you're building a house there somewhere, I'm sorry. We will just have to make some adjustments. Wala akong commitment dyan sa mga, you go to Congress if you want a commercial. Ayaw ko ng commercial kasi pag declare mo ng commercial, agawan yan. And then again, you are dragged into even a whisper and start irokos there. Kaya ako ayaw ko makialam. But Congress, may I suggest to them most respectfully, you can cut, but the rest of the island, I will be declaring it as a land reform. So walang mga subdivision sa mga. Bigay ko muna sa mga natives. And after that, we can talk. But in the meantime, that is the policy that I'm trying to enunciate. Maraming salamat.